Hey, hey everyone, welcome back to Corey. Yeah, Corey every day. It's been great. My family, we just got back from family vacation down in Florida, and today I want to share, maybe a little bit recap of how it went and how it looked and what we did. And on this trip, we started out a long drive from where we are to where we got to. It was long. You can't imagine it's long when you have three kids. I got a 4, 5, and a 10-year-old. Yeah, pre-K, kindergarten, fifth grader. That's where they're at. And we took this trip just to head down, and we had to travel. As you see right here, we had to travel through Buc-ee's. Every stop down the way, we stopped at a Buc-ee's. But even on that trip, we squeezed in some time. We went to Sweetwater Nature Park where we saw some gators, and then we went over to Payne's Prairie Preserve and squeezed some family time in between. And we capped it off. We bowled, and the next morning we got home. So now here we're back getting ready for, again, preschool, kindergarten, and fifth grade as school is about to start. And we got to jump back into the swing of it. Not only that, we're back into the sports, right? But here, I want to just share, the great thing that took place at the Sweetwater Nature Park and Preserve. And when we started the trip, we got into Florida. It was amazing. It was great kicking up the pass, the water, the gators, the birds, the sun. It was amazing. And my daughter, she loved the birds. Yeah, she had moments on that trip. She's like, my feet hurt. My kindergarten boy, my little boy, he enjoyed the trails. He was excited about seeing everything in front of him. And then my fifth grader, he's all about sports. I mean, he's all about baseball, soccer, you name it. The whole time we're talking about the World Cup and what's taking place and who's winning, who's not, and who should be, who shouldn't be. We're also talking other sports like where LeBron James going next, and how's these sports teams going to be, and how's Michigan University going to be, because we're big Michigan fans. But he enjoyed the activities. And it was great starting with that trip there. I mean, we had the ranger from the park pulled up as it was warm. He said, hey, let me take you for a spin around. He showed us around, and he said, hey, you got to check one more place out too if you're here. It's called Payne's Prairie Preserves. It was a big adventure. I mean, after that, we decided, hey, we're gonna truck there and check that out. And in between all that, we had to check out the University of Florida in Gainesville. We saw the Tim Tebow statue. My son was excited to start talking sports again. But again, as we traveled around, again, to Payne's Prairie, it was big. We didn't see the wild deer, the wild bison, but we saw some different things, some different animals, some different birds all around, and each of the kids were enjoying it. And that's when we met up with some more of our family and gathered, and we had some fun times laughing and joking. So in between all that, all that, we had the quiet family time, meals together, hanging out. The downtime we sat and, we might have played a little bit of video games here and there, watched a few different shows on TV, because even our time down there was raining. The whole time it rained at some point, which I've learned, right? Florida, it's going to rain sometime in Florida. But again, where I live in Indiana, it's going to rain sometime in Indiana. I always say if there's 90% chance of rain here and where I live, it's going to be here and it may be down the road. But again, it was a great time to spend with family. We enjoyed it, the laughter, love, celebrating birthdays, celebrating moments together. And they may have been tenuous times, but it was so great just to gather, to be together and, be a family. And then we decided in the last night to go and just bowl. We went bowling, and let me tell you, my kids they ate it up. They loved it. They laughed. They were having fun. Yeah, my oldest, he's competitive, and when he wasn't doing good, he was like, man, I'm not good at this. I'm not great at this. And it was a teachable moment. I don't know about you, but I've had those moments, and it was just a simple time out with family and laughter and love. And then we got right up and got on the road that next morning, drove the whole way home. I had to stop at our Buc-ee's. If you want, you head to Florida, you're heading around, you stop at Buc-ee's, and you get your food, you fill up, and you get it all right there, and you head on home. So yeah, we're home now. We're coming back, and we're here. We got to switch gears from vacation mode to school mode. Yeah, where we're at. Next week, my kindergarten, he starts a jump start moment. So in 2 weeks, I believe he starts that jump start where he gets to go in and observe and learn and start to grow. My fifth grader, he then starts school back up on the 5th of August. But when I look at my kids, my daughter, she's in pre-K. She's not in the same school schedule as the boys yet, but the rhythm in the house changes around her too, right? She's a part of that. My kindergarten, he's getting ready to go. Like I said, he's excited. His milestone too is he gets to play baseball this fall. I say fall, it seems weird to say fall. So we're getting ready for a mix of school and practices and life. And there, my oldest man, he's busy. He's playing baseball on Sundays. He's playing school soccer, travel soccer, and cross country. So his calendar is pretty full. And I know many of you might think you're crazy, but soccer's only on practices he can get to, cross practice. It doesn't matter, but baseball's only on Sundays for him. So see, the season is of unpacking bags, right? From washing clothes, checking school lists, and looking at how all the sports and school activities are going to fit in together. Because mom and dad, we both work still. We're both full time. Work in ministry. I pastor Morristown Methodist Church in Morristown, Indiana. My wife works, in her job, and she works with people, and it's busy. Life's busy, but our trips are great. Like if you watch the last video, yeah, she did all the packing and I did all the driving. I said she'd drive a little, but she didn't end up driving. I drove down. I drove back. My kids did great. Again, so we're back into this just moment. So I want to say this, that our trip was great. Sweetwater, Prairie, Payne's Prairie, the family time, the bowling, the driving, the Buc-ee's, the laughter, the screaming, the crying, the love, the all. And now, again, we're just going to gear up for what this next school year has to happen in and do with my pre-K little one, my kindergarten, and my 5th grader. So if you take if you've ever taken a recent trip, family trip that is, you're probably getting ready for back to school season. Maybe in the comments below, I'd love to hear about it. Where'd you go? What was your favorite moment? And maybe share with me what grades your kids are going into. Maybe your kids are older. Maybe they're in college. But hey, shares. But I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me for this post-vacation vlog. And if you enjoy the behind the scenes family updates and along with the rest of the content on this channel through all my shorts and all, I would like you to go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'd love to see you on our next journey and our next vlog moment with Everyday Corey every day.